Hey everyone, this is going to be the last Doraju devlog because I decided to put the game, like the project, on hold indefinitely. There's a couple of different reasons why. Um, yeah, in fact, I have a whole blog post that tells the reason why, and I'll probably just put that in the link, in a link down in the description below. And this is gonna be definitely off the cuff video, like all my videos are. So if you want full details as to why I decided to put it on hold, uh, again, links down below. And this is really just an official apology video, I guess. Uh, because if I know there's people that might have watched one of these videos that might have been interested in this game, being completed, but I feel bad for letting those people down. Even though I am a small YouTuber and these devlogs have not been gaining much, if any, traction at all. But it's just for those few people, I still feel like I owe them a reason as to why. Uh, so full details, link description, but I will give you the big reason as to why, or two big reasons as to why I decided not to, work on this project anymore. Um, First main reason is that the motivation was connected to a release date of a movie I was looking forward to. Yeah, because the original idea for this game was that I only worked on it for a month up to the release of Godzilla King of the Monsters before somewhere down the line of development I had this stupid idea in my head that I would make this game, work on this game after the movie comes out in theaters and, work on it for 6 months and so and so. And again, the problem was motivation was connected to that hype for the movie, coming out. And once that movie came out, and by the way, the movie is Godzilla King of the Monsters. I absolutely love that movie. Don't get me wrong. I've seen it 5 times already. Need to see it more. But point is, the movie's out now. Meaning my motivation and drive for this game just completely zapped. Like, it disappeared. It got Thanos'd. Uh, so that was a core problem right off the bat. And the fact that I just didn't have everything figured out right off the bat when I started talking about this. Maybe not on this channel particularly, but on my other channel and my Twitter, stuff like that. I just announced it way too early because I didn't even have a vision for this game. And the other big reason was I was making the game for the wrong reason. It was not even going by the reason as to why I got into game development in the first place. So the game slowly became from something that I would work to maintain my hype for this movie I'm really looking forward to watching, to it'll be a project that I can get some money off of. That was the key problem. I started thinking about numbers for this game. Not specific numbers, grant you. Not even really numbers, but general, just getting numbers from this game. And I was losing the point of making a fun game in the first place. And there was fundamental. I also noticed there was fundamental problems with the game's design itself. And if I went back to fix those flaws now, I would be starting the game from scratch, to be honest. But again, it comes to the reason why I started game development and why it was, the direction of this project was just not meeting, going the same direction as to my reasoning I got into game development in the first place. And that reasoning being, I want to tell stories. I want to tell, big stories with amazing characters. And I know you're supposed to start small and work your way up to that, but there wasn't. I had thought of a story for the game for Doraju, but it wasn't in the game. I didn't flesh it out at all while I was working on the game itself. In fact, it got very much sidetracked, and I wasn't even thinking about the story for the game at all, and it just became, you're a monster walking around the city destroying stuff. Well, destroying military. And again, it's just like, I have these amazing ideas for these stories that I really want to execute, and not only just in a written fashion, but in a visual fashion and an immersive fashion. That's why I chose game development, because one, movies, I originally wanted to go into movies, but I kind of realized that these ideas are just too massive for a movie to contain. And video games, I feel like there's more potential to explore, these ideas. And it's also something I can do a lot of the work by myself. That's another reason I went to game development, is that movies, you need to have a team. I don't have the resources to get the budget for a team right now, but I can develop a game by myself. And again, it was my first, granted, Doraju was my first big project, but there was a lot of mistakes I made. I'm willing to own up to I made a lot of mistakes in development of this project. And one of them being losing not only the vision of the game. In fact, the game, I don't think, had a vision at the beginning. That's a big problem. Losing the vision, but also losing the vision as to why I went into game development in the first place. And one of my goals for this for my next project, is going to be make sure it's aligned to the reason why I got into game development in the first place. And that will lead me to talking about the next project, because I did start, almost a day after I told myself I'm putting this project on hold. I started on a new project. I'm not going to talk, but that's all you, the viewer, are going to know about for this project for the moment. Because one of the mistakes I should say I made was I talked about the game too early. I talked about it since day one development, which I thought at the time was a good idea for a couple different reasons, but it ended up just not being a good idea. I think for this project, what I'm going to do is I'm going to really focus on the core concepts and only talked about it in like a close circle of friends I have about this project. But publicly, my mouth will be shut until I am fully confident in sharing this to the public. And when will that be? There's not going to be a release date right now, because I'm really early into development, and this will be a big project. So again, who knows? But I really want to make sure the characters, stories, the overall story is fleshed out. The core of the game itself, the core of the project is fleshed out, and solid to the point where I feel confident enough where I can share it. And there's going to be a lot of work done behind the scenes that I'm just not going to share, because I got to work on this stuff my own right now. And if I don't know all the answers to this project anyways, so that's another reason. So another way to put it is, I'm willing to share about this project when I have all the answers to the project. Like, if you ask me a question about the project now, chances are I'm not going to have an answer. So I want to be to the point where when I share it, if people have questions, I can answer it confidently with an answer like that. That's my goal for this project for now. The end goal, I think, is going to be, I'm hoping to make the best game I can make. That is, or exceed my limits. And I want to at least fail trying, though. But I have a lot of faith, at least in the idea itself and where it's coming from. The idea that this new project spawning from. I do have a lot of faith in this idea, and I'm going to put my effort into making sure the core of it's fleshed out, and is solid, and is just a good, overall, not to say it won't be flawed, but again, something I'll be satisfied with. Actually, beyond satisfied. That would be the better response. But I don't even know how to properly explain it. It's just, this project, the passion's different because it's not going to be based off of a movie's release date. It's something personal. It is something I really want to talk about. My passion is coming from the project itself and not from an outside source. So I am more determined to get this project done, but done at my own pace, at my own time, and not feel obligated to, to a release date or when I want to get things done. I'm going to take my time and really work on this project behind the scenes. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. And again, sorry it's kind of a downer video, and sorry I rambled on at the end. But I do want, again, apologize for any of you that were looking forward to playing the full finished version of Doraju. It's just not going to happen. There is still a free version of Doraju out on itch.io, and I believe the link is down in the description below. Go check it out if you want to. And again, sorry I'm not going to work on this game anymore. It's just, I feel not only it will be unbeneficial for the game, like for Doraju itself, if I were to continue working on it. Anyway, also, it just won't be beneficial for me working on something I just no longer have a passion on working on that particular project. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't know when that'll be, but hopefully soon. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.